Good morning, everybody. We start on a difficult situation. It's something that we've been discussing at 2:50 this morning. It's our understanding that there may have been a pedestrian who was a minor walking here in Winnetka. So we have the streets that are closed. That pedestrian was hit by a person who was arrested under the suspicion of DUI. That person did not flee the scene. So again, he has been arrested. However, we have this closure, Satakoy Avenue at Satakoy Street, excuse me, at Winnetka Avenue. You see that it's a fairly active scene, but now that it's our understanding that it was a minor, I think that this will be a situation where they were going to keep the street closed here, at least until further notice. You see, it is one of those spots where there are a lot of businesses, and so it could be a little bit active and busy later on. The other thing is you see the flashing lights, you see the tape. Sometimes people are just going so fast, not really paying attention. So this is your plan to be here in Winnetka. Again, Satakoy at Winnetka Avenue. Then you have to take it slow. You're going to have to avoid the area because of this closure involving a pedestrian who was a minor when he was hit. We have the fog that is also a factor for your commute, so we just want to show you that really quick because there are some areas where it is so dense, and this is a great look at it for our friends in Long Beach. I mean, at least we can see a little bit, but there are definitely some spots where the visibility is maybe 50 to 100 feet, so you really have to give yourself extra time and be careful. To talk about the fog, but really the wind and rain to come, that's a big deal, right, Henry? We'll send it over to you.
You're right about that, Ginger. I don't think we can talk about it enough, and that is the amount of rain that potentially we could see moving in on Christmas Eve during Christmas Day could be quite damaging, and with the strong winds, we could be looking at some major issues. So I hate to talk about this. We're supposed to be going into Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and have not a care in the world other than just enjoying the holiday. But the weather is going to be a major player for us. Now today we'll see an increase in some clouds. We'll be a little bit cooler, but still a very nice day. We do have that dense fog out there, but when I come back, we're going to talk about inches of rain. I mean, some of the numbers coming out of the computers, up to 8 inches of rain for the foothills. My goodness, that is a lot. Needless to say, even if we fell half of that, that's still a significant storm. So we have significant rain coming our way. I'm going to talk more throughout the morning. All right, Annie Rose and Megan will send it over to you.
All right, Henry, thank you. All right, Melvin, we will see in a little bit. Thank you so much. 6:25 is the time. Still ahead, new backlash over the partial release of the Epstein files. We're live with those details.
Plus, the latest after a blackout left dozens of Waymos stuck in the streets.
And what a fan claims he said to a star NFL player that made him throw a punch. Plus, a billion reasons to play Powerball today.
Hi, guys. Yeah, big money. We're talking more than $1 billion coming up. I'm going to tell you why I'm at a liquor store at 6:26 in the morning. It's not what it looks like. This place is pretty famous. They have a lot of winning tickets in the past, and a lot of people are hoping that happens again. We'll explain why coming up next.
Good morning, everybody. Sun's starting to come up, but we're having a tough time seeing it, especially here along the coast for the surf and sand and Laguna Beach. Such a beautiful place. Looking very peaceful with some morning cloud coverage and some fog. We do have some dense fog, especially near the coastal areas. In fact, all of our airports that are reporting, including LAX, Burbank, Long Beach, John Wayne, all have obscured conditions. Burbank, a little bit more clearing there, but my point is this. Cloudy start, foggy start, still a beautiful afternoon on tap. Things start changing tomorrow. Heavy rain for Christmas Eve. This is going to be a really tough forecast, Ginger, for any holiday plans or holiday travel. We have a major storm with strong winds and heavy rain. We'll tell you all those details in just a few minutes.
Yeah, that's a really big deal that you have to be prepared for. And until we get there, we do have some spots where it is really foggy. I just noticed on one of the cameras showing us what Irvine is like, and that is one of those foggy spots. I think you're a little bit more used to it, like if you're in Long Beach, but Irvine, yes, you're getting it as well. In fact, we have this camera to show you the drive and those weather conditions, and then we'll be able to access these cameras, you know, come Christmas, so we can see what it's like. A great look right here at the 405 at Fairview. So Costa Mesa, heading in towards Irvine, Santa Ana. That fog is real tough for you. I mean, this is still decent considering you can actually see the freeway and the lights, but the visibility is reduced slightly, and then you still want to give yourself that extra time, okay? 5 northbound side right at the 605. I mean, it's a spot where you go from 4 to 3 lanes with no warning at all. Now with a 2-car type that's mostly out of lanes but not off the freeway, well, that will start to extend and we'll get some delays. Maybe not all the way to about Imperial Highway, but it'll still be kind of a slow ride for your plans on the 5 freeway, normally very busy, and then even worse as you move farther to the north. I think anything around that Citadel shopping outlet whether it's Telegraph Road or Atlantic, will be very busy as people get some of their last-minute shopping on. We're going to watch all these things and look for those active spots as well as the foggy ones. I'll send it over to you guys.
This is smart because wifey is planting the seed.
Yeah,
you know, like
by the way,
Great,
yeah.
I feel
by the way, if my man looked like Idris Elba, I'd be planting the seed too.
There you go.
He looks like he could do it.
He does.
totally could.
But also not like a far stretch. Some people would be like, "What? Him?" You're like, "Yeah,
It's an obvious choice.
yeah,
Makes sense.
I'll do it. Call me."
Thank you.
All right, still ahead on the KTLA Morning News at 7 a.m. We're live with the preparations underway ahead of a Christmas storm.
Also, an emotional goodbye for an SNL castmate after 7 seasons with the show.
Plus, books becoming popular again? How Barnes & Noble plans to expand in the new year.
And a Super Bowl champion joining us live. Former NFL star Will Blackman is here to talk about the upcoming Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.